I wonder, is that hose big enough? I don't have any more. Where's it going? Who we got watching? Say hello. What's going on, Justin? Show you what I'm working on in a minute. Just have to find a bigger piece of hose. Even though it's tag on, it'll do. Razor blade. Specialty tools box. None in there. Try and scrape the screwdriver. That'd cause an air leak. What happened to the chat? Disappeared. Nah. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. I don't think Darcy realises I've gone live yet. Still replying to me on Facebook. OE, where's the OE carb? There. Back in the tick, I'll just hit this on the wire wheel. HS 138A. Is everyone gone? High spots. Some there too. Torch bro. Went flat. Why does it keep disappearing? What does that do? Nothing. Okay. Maybe I'll chuck some aviation Loctite under this one. 8 minutes. Jesus. Found the problem. Possibly. I'll get rid of this. put some that there. Who we got? You're still here, Justin? I'll show you in a second if you're still here. Just trying to... been working on this all day. No, they've disappeared. You know your saws, you know what that's off. Bakelite. I'm fighting an air leak. I've done seals. It's like it's missing a bloody intake gasket, but they're all there. The chat keeps disappearing. I don't know if you get the iPad or something. That's better. Cut my hose to size. Impulse. Replace the fuel hose while I'm at it. The genuine stuff's gone hard and it's probably a bit too long, but it'll do. Where's the fuel hose? Is that it there? It's gone hard. I think that was it. Just put the spark plug lead back on it. It's got an NGK in it now. Who's here? Is it Justin still? Hello? I'm about to reveal the saw. Or is it Darcy? I'll put the choke on. Gotta put a new fuel hose in it. I just found one. Second hand. I've got new ones, but I don't want to use a new one in this saw. It's not sealing properly. And I've got to get that steel part out of it. Put that part in the tank. Then slip. Might have to do it differently. I wish I could. Probably could show you. Use Justice for a camera stand.
Huh?
This fuel hose, I think, is out on an 041, judging by the paint that's on it. Just put it down there. Sit that. That's got to go down there. Okay. Handle surround. No fast idle, unfortunately, and I've lost a AV rubber somewhere here earlier, right there. The other one's there. Okay, fuel hose. That on. Far too long. You let it happen. Cut a bit off. Beautiful. Couple of screws up the front. There's one there. That flywheel with a couple of screws in it there. I'm gonna have to use that flywheel again, maybe. That one, or that one. Justin, you still here? No, surviving. I think the internet's dropped out. Okay, that's on. That's on. How much throttle I get now? Full. Beautiful. I don't have a gasket for there. I have the Husky prototype, that might work there. It's a piece of cardboard. Not quite. Gaskets. Might actually have them take. There's one there. As long as the choke works. Done. Filter base is going down. Come back to the OE carb and the idle screws. The butterfly's closed. Where's the little spacer washers? Carb nut. Put the choke on. Is that the other one? Yep. Who we got? Ah, I keep going out. It's very disheartening. Heartening. Choke works. Is that hole line up now? Yep. I'll put that screw there. Through the tank, through the earth strap. Oh, look at that, lines are perfect. Now I can't over or under tighten it, so hopefully it doesn't finish the job on the flywheel. It earlier today it broke all the fins off, but not completely off. the starter bolts. That one can go on the handlebar. That one's for the front. And maybe the original flathead for the back bottom part of the tank. The rest are spares. Have to undo that again. Ever so slightly. Put the front ones in because they're a different size. Start that one. Front one's got helicoils in them. Someone was kind enough to do that. One stage in its life. Got to there. Start that one. See if this bottom one will go. Oh, just keeps turning. I need a slightly longer screw. Two people, who we got? Working on the saw, I'll reveal it in a minute. No one's asked if they want to see what it is. It's ported. I've been working on it all day. I've been chasing an air leak. I think it was the intake gaskets. I put some Loctite aviation. Same stuff Metallic used back in the factory back in the day. You pull apart a 610, 710, 700, 1010, they're all got aviation gasket sealant. I was going to say gasket maker, sealant. The good stuff. I've got Loctite. And I have somewhere, thought it was in here because I used it not too long ago. The Permatex Avia. Oh, it's not there. I don't know where it is. Somewhere. The Permatex. That's the one. It's probably up here somewhere. You know what it's like in here. So I need a slightly longer 5mm. That might be too long for the starter. Is that even the same size? Well, it's a stainless. This one here will be the right size. The rear bottom hole decided to strip out today for the starter. I ran the tap through it earlier. Oh, it'd fit if I can find some washers. Can't cut it down. And I don't know where my washers are. Actually, is that the steel or husky screws? Oh, that's the husky screw drawer. Put that back there. Oh no, that's steel. There's one with a couple of washers on it. Does it grab? Yeah, that'll do. Steel bolt to the rescue. It's a steel saw, so it doesn't really matter. Far out, it's hot. Okay, that one. Found a earth strap, Darcy, from the air filter tray to the fuel tank. I've got one of these boxes pretty much full of 041 small stuff, like fuel hose. This was the one in the starter, wasn't sealing. Then I thought the hose might be too small, but it's what was on it. But it's stiff. It'll go over the barbs, no worries. But when I pulled it down to take the, so I've had a Chinese 041 carb on it, very new, because it'd only fire with the OE one that's on it there now. But as you can see, this one's nice and soft, but it was broken on the impulse. So maybe it wasn't pumping enough fuel. And Lena's buggery. Oh. Still the screws up again on the starter. No high idle. No trigger lock. That's on the other one. I've got to heat the rubber up, the grip up to get it off. We should be good to try it. It's loud. I'll have to take this out the back. Oh, it's only you watching, so. Tuning screwdriver in my pocket just in case, because the butterfly's completely closed now on the OE carb. We've got to run the high top cover because it's got an insanely long stud. Which I better check will fit. Yeah, that's the one I've got to run. I've got one that says electronic too, I think, somewhere. Or it's on there. Yeah, I do. Somewhere it's got, says electronic. I don't know how much battery I got left. You think 051's loud with a pipe? You should listen to this. Top of its head. Anyway, it's got an NGK plug in. I've got a Bosch one there. Resealed the cylinder, put a thicker layer of R2V on it. I don't know where bloody supposed to sit on the fence or something. Aviation glue around all the gaskets on the intake. New seals, new fuel and impulse. And I got the earth strap this time. That's a good sign. Maybe it was the plug. The idle screw's not touching the butterfly. Now it is. More fuel. It's the RW carb this time too. Might take a bit to get going. Reset the screws. Yeah, wow. One and a quarter. One and a quarter. Either that or the ignition just give up. It's pulling some RPMs. It's actually vibrating in my hands. It's an AV model. Maybe the plug shit itself. Oh, stinging. That's mental. And it's a bit warm. Das, you still there? Neighbours will be. It doesn't. It goes away. The chat. Now I know why you need two devices. It's a bit warm. There's no the plating's missing on half the cylinder above the exhaust port. So up near the squish band, started grinding on the wrong cylinder. This is the one that didn't have the pipe on it. I thought no real loss. At least if I get enough cuts to make a. She's bloody hot. You get enough cuts, to make a series or one video out of it. Sick. Oof, that's hot. Rich, still rich. High screws about 2 turns out. So I'll stick this Bosch plug that was out of an 041 on here. We've got sparkles, so hang on a minute, might be out of fuel. That's exactly the problem, because the fuel hose hasn't curled over yet. Just pulling some revs, maybe the ignition doesn't like the... I had it... Hang on a minute, I'll have to read the rest of that. Doesn't like the revving so hard, should though, because the 08S revs hard as. 08S. So these... Actually, where did I put that box? Is that it there? That is it there. This is the electronic, but the points are the same. You've got that much advancement. This one actually has the timing mark on it. There's a mark on the crankcase. And in this case, it's all the way advanced. You can retard it. So this one, I originally had it all the way advanced and it'd only fire. It had an air leak. And Chinese carb, but I had this carb on it. I reckon pulling on it for an hour. It'd pop, it'd pop, it'd pop, it'd pop. I'd start it like a Mac with the left hand. Wouldn't rev, it'd just pop, 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 pop. And then I put the Chinese carb on it because it's got... I've only used it once on a previous build. It's, yeah, rev to the moon. This starters off that one I got from Reese from Trappy. Just done a dodgy weld. up here, but it's separated, and that because I didn't have the earth strap, so it was twisting the starter, and it melted a starter ring first. Like, took the teeth and everything off. There's plastic flying everywhere. Swapped the cup over. I've got more brand new ones of these. So at the moment, the timing on this is in the middle. Because it's got to be retarded, I think, is the line that marks up with on the crankcase. It's all the way clockwise, and when I originally put it, I advanced it, and it just fired. So it's in the middle, about where the 08S is from memory. But I'd say, yeah, well, there's not much fuel in the tank now. So do I keep the NGK in, or do I put the Bosch plug in it? Someone said, well, it's Darcy, obviously. I can't read it. Oh, hang on a minute. View. I can't view it. That's fucked. What's fucked? Starter or the ring? I wonder what the heat range is on these. All my other ported saws have got these plugs in. I might just put it back in and put a bit more fuel in it so it's not sucking bubbles. I'm still waiting for the oil pump to kick in. Put some 20W50 in it to soften the case gasket. It's my oath. The farm boss did the same thing when I first fired it up. It was full of bloody bar oil in the cylinder. Oh. I don't have an air filter. Put a bit more fuel in it. Seen it sucking bubbles when I eventually got it started. Out there. Was leaking everywhere with the other hose on it. There we go, 3/4 of a tank now. I think I just seen something floating in there. Oh no. Gonna rain or what? Bloody hot. Humid. I don't know how much battery I got left. Darts and the tuning screwdrivers in my pocket still. A sweet of cold water. Oh, I almost want to tip it on me. Turn the oil pump right up. While I'm here, I think it's clockwise with my straight needle nose. There we go, I think it was on minimum. It is clockwise more, isn't it? Squirt some wish I had the straw down the hole and try and persuade it to start pumping oil. Let's go and try this again. Got me darts. There's no wind in there because I got the garage door open 2-3 inches. Oh, excuse me. I made that other live public. I've got 20 views on it already. Diaphragm's getting soft. We're still a bit rich, remember? The plug's black. off its head. I have to find a cord. Well, I'll call that done. It's off its tits. Scary, actually, and it's still a little bit rich. I have to take the clutch back off and grease the bearing again. It's stuck. Maybe I did that myself. Hang on a minute. Hope I don't start it. No. And this is not the upgraded clutch, this is the standard puny 041 clutch. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I don't need that second washer in there. Oil's not pumping though. Weird, the worm gear turns. The bearing's good. It's like it pushes too much pressure. No, don't come and get Daddy. Busy. Is that the hole for the drive? Yeah.
Daddy!
Go on.
Mummy, go on. Daddy!
That should be a thrust washer.
Go
Should
sit
allow
down.
it to spin.
I'm gonna get you.
Maybe I put it on too tight. The whole unit wants to spin when the clutch is on there. Something's missing. Smaller washer, I think. Far out. Got a clutch on it. This is the clutch for yours. Upgraded. 032. 031 clutch. Same as my farm boss. Doesn't throw out as far. I can't work out why. Maybe I reckon the crank's moved again.
See. Come, baby.
Put it up.
Tell Daddy.
Break it.
Tell Daddy. Look. Look, baby. I got Dink. My Dink now. I open. Here. Just wait. Look. Isn't that?
Yeah, that's weird. I know what I've done. I hit the crank that way. It's got to go the other way.
Oh no.
Ever so slightly, because the whole, everything on the clutch side's turning.
Here you go, baby.
Anyway,
Come, baby.
2 minutes and I've only had 2 visitors.
Go to Daddy, go to Daddy. Say, Daddy, I got this.
Yeah, wow. We can go to the car wash. I just used fuel. Put the crankcase and the cylinder, then the wind blew it over, so I couldn't use it anymore.
Come, we go get Daddy more water.
Just make sure this cover fits. Yep. High top. I wanted to put the slim line, the low top, because I don't have that variation in the collection yet. Apart from the red top from Reese, but that's a square low top, not a round. Standard side cover. I've got to get the stud out of it. Remnants of the original sticker there. Where's my vice grips? My massive pair.
Oh.
I've got to try and grab it on the bar here, so I don't wreck the threads. Excuse me. I'll have to sit down when I finish this. I've got two exactly the same broken. Oh, I wonder where it. Oh, if only. This is the closed type. So obviously you have the hand protector here that bolts to there. I've got the open type, which is this part. Down the back. I wonder if it'll sort of cover the pipe a bit. Side, that rubber plastic piece supposed to sit there.
Here.
Wait a minute, is I don't know, 4-1 side cover. Nope. Not for this saw, it ain't. What is it? That looks weird.
Here. Mine.
Bruh. Don't believe it is.
You want this one?
Doesn't follow the shape of the case. Give me a minute.
I open here.
Must be an 031 too.
Hello, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. Where's your daddy? Quick! Bobby! Quick! Bobby home! Quick! Bobby! Quick! Quick!
Yeah. That's 031. It's a chain brake side cover. No hardware. That's 041.
Any people in there?
So what's this one? 41. Doesn't match the bloody case.
I thought you
That's what that thing is. I'm launching again. Talking to Darcy. That's what that plastic thing does. Stops it, chips. It loves it. Which one? That one? It's a chain brake without the hardware.
No. She grabbed the bird.
I've got hardware, but I
She
can't
was- No, she wasn't holding it like that.
fit it.
She was holding it like that.
She was holding it like this when she walked in. No.
Yes, what do you want?
What? Nothing.
Busy. Fucking live. Who else we got watching? Just finishing the saw. For everyone that's jumping in late, you'll have to re-watch. I didn't get a chance to film it because I was live. Unless I can edit the live and then put like a shorts video. You can see the side cover, whoever the second person is that's popped in, you should be able to guess the saw I'm working on. If you're into saws, that is. She's ported with a pipe. It's scary. And we're 3 months out from testing. Just because you're not allowed to cut wood between now and autumn or fall, wherever you're from. Good enough. I do have one here that's nice and clean. It's a chain brake without the hardware side cover. Now the outside's dirty. Where did I just put that? Excuse me, bar nut. It's not a bar nut, it's a Nylox. I use them for bar nuts because they're cheap. I do have the modern day, they make bar nuts as well. They don't really fit this model, although I've got 3 on the shelf that have the bar nuts with that side of your scratch. These ones are for the 13 or ½ inch. She's I'll have to re-watch it. I can't get over it. She's warm here. Who's the second person watching? There's a I can't read that because the R words in it's blocked it from me from seeing it. Remember to guard. What? Maybe it wants to go half. Yeah, I can't show. Hang on. No, I can't. I can't read it. It's blocked it from me from reading it because of the community standards. Oh, I'll have to have a sit down now. Justice! I need my phone call. I don't even know how much battery I got left. 77 minutes. So a cigarette, number 2, if you don't mind. Darcy's watching. Darcy smokes as well. Get my tuning screwdriver out of my pocket before I stab myself. A cup of water. Oh, it's 35 degrees with about 80% humidity. When it's humid or it's raining, I rain. Look at that pipe. Can I zoom in? Oh, look at that. Jesus. Don't be shy, number 2. I don't know who you are. Just say hello. Might be Kev. Kev normally says hello. Second, well, technically my 4th live, but the other 3 I deleted. Who's that? Need a phone call, please. Oh, I can turn it around. Can I turn it? Yes, I can. Not very good. That's all the workbench I got to work with at the moment, guys, till I get a decent one. Vintage. Sick. Oh, look at that. Speaking of vintage. Look at that. The pipe rusted off, the box rusted off it, so I just run with the pipe. Yeah. You missed the what do you call it? Moment of the truth. She's 041, she's ported. I did all the grinding yesterday and I... Excuse me for a second, this bloody... Excuse the cigarette too. Did the grinding yesterday. Then I had to go to bed for night shift, obviously. I got up this morning and I was going to go to the car wash and degrease and blast it all off, but funds went out of the account really fast. Bills. So I just got some old fuel I had here, put it in an ice cream container and brushed it off with a dustpan broom, because I don't know where anything is. Everything's still packed away, and that's my makeshift workbench. It's sitting on a Grandberg garden recycler with a shelf sitting on top of it. That's my workbench at the moment. Excuse me. But I got all original. I don't have a 050. I've got a red top 051, but I believe it's probably on the cusp of the merge of the two. Well, maybe the end of the 50 and the start of the 51. It's got a aftermarket cylinder on it. Only because I put it on there because I've done a little bit of work on the engine. On the cylinder. I've got 2 OE K&S cylinders. One, I'm going to have to fill up the holes in the exhaust port and re-drill and tap them. And the other one's pitting. But yeah, like I was saying, I ground on this one yesterday. Woke up this morning, cleaned it down with fuel, put it all together. It'd only fire. Just fire. I was pulling on it for about an hour. Then I eventually got it running and it raced away. It ate a starter cup ring. It ate a ring. It's had a patch job done on the starter. I'll give you a quick look. It's broken. Right there. Looks like it was welded with a stick welder, but it's broken. So the 2 front holes are M6 and the 2 back ones are M5. Raced away, replaced the seals. Still raced away. It's 34 degrees here. I don't know where you're from, Vintage, but it's bloody hot. Replaced the seals, so it raced away again. Took the cylinder back off. It's got a base gasket delete. I just don't have the time to cut a new one inside. It's take about an hour or a half to set it up and then measure the cylinder, cut a duplicate and then make sure the duplicates are the right size and then cut the real deal. So took the cylinder back off, put new Permaseal Ultra Grey, a bit thicker, double checked the intake gaskets, and I put not Moto Seal, what is it? Loctite aviation gasket maker, gasket sealant both sides of the gaskets on the intake side, and she's minty. It's currently the second paint in the rear end saw I've ever, A41 I've built. If you watch series on the red top, you'll understand why. I would have completely split the cases and put bearings in it, but money's tight at the moment. I don't have any. Drinking water, see? I've had about 3 litres already since lunchtime. I don't know how much. I don't know how much battery I got left. I only started with 40%. Still here, vintage. There's a Super Pro 125 for sale. Darcy's watching her as well. He bought one from the same guy. It was advertised mint, but it was not. The same guy's got another one for sale for $1,600. Yeah, 2,000 on it. Yours is missing it. Right, I've got another bottom end there. I'll take it off. Has it got the screw holes, by the way? It should do there. Actually, no. Farm bosses have a different clutch side case half. Yep. Yeah. 1,600's a lot of money for a Super Pro 125. I could have got one for $450. $450. Did he offer it to me for $450? The starter, you know, the 3 tangs. She's rough. Rough tells the story. Yeah, I could have got one from Reese, but the 3 tangs on the starter, it only had the top 2 and the bottom one was broken off. You could still start it and run it, but he swapped another person for a John Sered 2094 the day I was supposed to get it. And then another one fell out of my lap the next morning. So the 2 chances I had to get one, they just fell out of my lap. So well, there's another saw down. Now I've got to put all the leftovers away. I've got to take that. I'll take that thing off for Darcy. Does it have the holes? The screw holes? I think it's only one. And I have enough bits to build another one. Got one hole, at the front. think because the side cover holds it, pushes it back. Maybe. I don't know. I should know. I've got bloody 6041s here. Oh. I'll just take that nut back off and have a look. Excuse me. Hey, Vintage, you got any axes? I'll have to check my farm boss. I believe I left that one off. Same as my red top, the metal piece that goes around there. Yeah, one screw. Show you now. It's designed a couple. That's nice. It's designed for the correct clutch cover. It pushes. It's got two locating dowels. I'm not sure which side cover is supposed to go in it. This one doesn't have any. And the chain brake model has one. It's because I'm building a Bitzer, I don't. Maybe it's supposed to have that early, the Farm Boss type on it, that it's all integrated in one one cover where it goes across the muffler. Maybe. Be alright if you could fit an 032. It fits. It fits. All you got to do is take the chip flap out. Take the locating, cut that. I can make this a chain brake side cover with an 032. All I got to do is cut that off completely there. And obviously I don't have the brake flag attachment, but the band goes over the sprocket and everything, and it even works, but I don't have the rest of the hardware for the. I could probably use. No, 051s are different. So this is an actual side. I can't use the hardware out of that either. It's different. So put this side cover on here. It allows enough thickness for the bar. Only thing is, I'm going to blow soot all over the side cover from the pipe because it shoots it that way, or do. I'm going to modify that pipe anyway. I'm going to maybe. I've got 10% left. 10% left. So. Ten, 20 minutes. That's a better fitting cover. But it makes the saw wider. I mean, it'll be that wide with the correct muffler. I've got that type muffler, which won't muffle much. It'll be just I was loud because if you look in the fish gills, it's exactly that inside it. I'm fired up. Vintage question. What's your oldest saw? If you want to know mine, I can show you. I think. I struggle with dates, that's all. I know one particular saw's a 1958 model. The others, I don't know. You might know, actually. So where's my rag? There it is. I'll have a sit down, but I've been standing all day. A bit sweaty. A lot. Where do you live, actually, Vintage? I'm actually, what do you call it? Interested. Are you in Australia? America? Canada? Sorry, Canada. Pommy Land. Does he? Okay. Are you on any Facebook groups? Do you have saws for sale on Facebook at the moment? Got to have a shave tonight. It's getting a bit long. McCulloch groups. I'm on those too. Vintage I think it's Vintage Vintage McCulloch. Or McCulloch Collectors. Me likes the yellow ones. The other ones are still in the ute from the other weekend. There's the yellow one in that box there. It's not complete, the engine's over somewhere there. Vintage, if you ever hear of any, myself and Darcy need some bits for these big fellas. I need a top end. Darcy needs clutch, worm, washer. The big washer, the small washer. Jesus, there's a few beauties. Hey. Biggest Super Pro I got's an 81. Oh wait, 4 bits. I've had those saws for 12 months-ish. Darcy's runs, he just needs the worm gear, clutch, the big washer that goes before the clutch, the drum, rim or spur. He needs the bearing and the washer. I've got E-clips. I need a top end because someone uses a screwdriver as a piston stop. Piston was mint through the exhaust port, and then I couldn't turn it over because the cylinder was loose. It was grabbing on something, I don't know. what was going on, but I took the cylinder off and someone used the screwdriver through the intake port for a piston stop. I could fix it, but there's plating off inside the cylinder. I think my Solo Rex is the oldest saw I've got, 1958. I've got a Mobile Code matchless 850 1010. Is it a Mac 1010, the black top? That's the only. So the Mac 1010 and I think there was a Mac 1010 Auto. They're the only two or 1010s I don't have. I've got Super. Pro and Pro Mac 1010s. My Minty one doesn't get run. I got it running, drained it. Yellow, no, just standard, no water oiler, just a standard 1010. That's the Pro. It runs, that's why I've had air filter covers still off it, because I didn't have one. Minty S, Minty 1010, except for the muffler, it's rusted out. The valve's no longer there. I've got mufflers for it. Repainted 81. That one I did a startup video on it. Got the 650, 5700. I think that's a 710. That was seized. 850, 800. She's minty, except for the bearings. CP70 over there. I've got to find parts for it. NOS 300 series built. Darcy built that. And all the Mini Max. Pro Max 60 there. 450. 250, the 1-53 still in the ute. And 700 up the top and the 710. $125 and the 797 of that. Bucket list saws. Even a gear drive. Where there's a 7G or whatever they are. And a 510. Is it a 510? Might be a 210G. 890 gear drive, a 166. That was the direct drive though. 102 minutes. This is mad. I can sit here and talk all day. As long as I can see there's people on here. I've currently got minus Darcy's ported 051. Actually, if you come across, we need an. I've got to get up and go to work, but I'm not working tonight. 051's data. I need one for Darcy's build. And what else did I need? A muffler. that's got a 075 rusted out. It's just got the pipe there. I put that in the shorts last night because 210 and 510. Yeah, Lachlan's got those two. Yeah, because you can't put videos on the community page to fill yous in with what we're working on, basically. So that's why I just uploaded the shorts, because I was at work driving, so I can't. Well, I can make a video, but it'll just be all talking, basically, and then just a minute of the saw wattle and a couple of braps in it. Only I don't know what email pops up if you guys come to the channel. What email pops up? So no one can really get in touch with me. Although all they could really do is comment on a video. You can find me on Facebook. What's the time? You want to have a listen to this 041 vintage? Wouldn't mind starting it up again. I'll have to take the air filter cover off, maybe. I left the kill switch off too, Das. Trying to get my started, but she's... Will it fire with a squirt down the intake? I reckon... Maybe the intake boot split. I had the same problem with that 81 that's still in the back of the ute. It had a split intake boot. Wouldn't even fire with a shot down the carb. My 850's pretty reliable. Pull it down off the shelf, 5 pulls, it's running. The 710, the blue and yellow one, that's over fuels. I've put a new rope in it, and that's it. I didn't. Oh, the plate. Have you got? I don't know how much battery I got left. You know those oil cans? I'll show you. They're about 10 bucks or something. That's super cheap. That's what I use. It's just a little oil can. Shoots out that little thingo. I'll use the Pro 1010 as an example. Turn the camera around. So what I do is I shoot it in there. Did you see? I can use the 850 as well. Leave the butterfly open for the choke. Squirt it. If you've got one of these or a syringe, squirt it in there. With your high idle set, obviously. This 850's got an air leak. See if I can get it to squirt some. There we go, look. Pull her over and should fire. Just got it to fire then, but won't suck fuel, I reckon. All these saws here have still got the original hoses in them. What's it look like through the cap? Or so this is still original hose. This saw, I don't know where this saw was, but it's still original hose. She's soft. Have a look in there if you can see the filter, if it's in fuel or whatnot. Oh, I've actually got to get some hoses, but they're expensive. Can't remember what group it was on Facebook, but some bloke got BSP barbs. I swear he got a male and a female. Split his tank in half, I gather, and put a barb in the tank, so you've only got about that much fuel hose you've got to replace with the filter, and then a separate piece of hose inside the carb box. I've found the female, but I haven't found a male fitting. The day I do, I'll be getting a whole heap, if I can afford it. Whew, it's bloody hot. Nearly 2 hours. This is awesome. So the 041's finished. That's how many have I got to test now? 4. Yeah, I've done 4 saws this week. Before my phone dies, Vintage, if you're watching and you're not trying to get your saw running, do you want me to fire up the 041 or wait till I make a video? There you going, Darcy? You finished yet or what? I've got to go Kilmore in the morning, load the truck. My boss is driving it on Monday because I'm on night shift again next week. Get out of work. Alright, I'll take her out the back. It's loud. Hope my phone doesn't die though. It's loud and scary. Oh, choke. Who left? Darcy must have dropped out. Or I must have dropped out. I don't know how long my battery's going to last. That's mad. Next time I do a live, I need to get another device happening so I can read the comments, chat, live chat. I've got to keep touching the screens and stuff. So she's a bit scary. I reckon these rear handles are different on these. Different width. No? Okay. Well, that does have a gasket on it, that muffler. Beautiful. Put it up there. Still here. Vintage. Das. There's only one person I can see watching. What's the time? I don't even know what the time is. 6-ish. I've been doing it for 2 hours, so yeah, you're just after 6. She's loud and scary. It's still rich, believe it or not, on the high. I might leave it there until I get it in the timber though. I reckon it'll pull that 25 with authority. All the better, because, you know, if I take it out, and make 6 cuts before it dies, beautiful. That's weird. Why will it die, you ask? Because I'll show you. This is the cylinder that come off the saw. This is the cylinder that had that pipe on it. Down the bottom, is it the bottom? Because they sit like that in the saw, it had, this particular cylinder had, at bottom end had water in it for a while, so it's missing the plating from about there upwards. It's only about 10 mil. So the only time the piston or the rings hit it is when it's building compression. If it was like this 051 cylinder on the other hand, I'll unplug this for a second so I can show you, whoever's watching. Well, everyone will probably watch it after this. See, between the intake and the exhaust port, there's absolutely no plating left. I thought that was some transfer. It's actually above the intake as well. See that there? And a couple of gouges out of the intake. Piston's mint. It's in one of the 2 051s I done this week. Base gasket will come off that one. So yeah. Turn that alarm off properly because it keeps going off. So, I think that's about a wrap if Darcy and vintage chainsaw collector. Finished. Oh. Anyone here, or are they all gone? I'm showing nothing. 2 thumbs up. 2 hours. Or have I dropped out? I've got to smack the crank back across. Should I bar it up? What have I got? 20. Is that a 25? That is a 25. Get rid of that neck bar. 25 inch Titan right there. Oh. That right there. She's not oiling though, so yeah, I don't know. Is there a chain for that? Yep. Right there. 25, I think it is. It's probably not going to come off the hook very easily. I think that's 25. It's not for the full chiz. Oh yeah. Everyone's bailed. Where's the nut? did I put the barmer? Right there. Everyone's bailed. Or am I not streaming properly? Probably not streaming properly. Excuse me. What's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Spinning the engine. Geez, they look good with a 25 on them. Maybe I've got too many pages open. How's it going? Right, guys, I'm going to finish this live off. She's 041's wearing 25 at the present moment. I'll just unplug the cord and give us a look. How good do they look with the 25? Minty, if only I could take a photo. Anyhow, have a good day. Talk to you pretty soon. I might do another live tomorrow or the day after, Sunday. Start them up Sundays. Might do a live. Start them up. I don't know what I'll do, what saw. But yeah, I'll catch you then. Peace out. Hooroo.